just got done driving this truck, which is I think the same year as mine, right here. Let's see, nope, it's a year newer. 2016, 8-cylinder. And it has a rough country 6-inch lift on it. And I'm looking to get the same lift. That's the only reason I drove it. You know, it's the short bed. Sorry about the sun. It's a short bed with 20 by 12.5 wheels. I don't know the offset. I have 33 by 12.5 wheels with -19 offset. Let's go in the back, get out of the sun. So as you can see, the bed height, the height of the truck alone is obviously quite higher, but I just wanted to see what the real difference was. I am severely unimpressed by the V8. Now granted, he does have a little bit taller tires, but even at a quarter throttle, you know, maybe even less than that, I can probably keep up with him. You know, say he's in normal, I put mine in sport, at a quarter throttle I could probably keep up with this truck at full throttle. And I got the 3.5 EcoBoost, and of course again this is the V8. The lift, you know, it's a little bit more weight than my truck, but then again, you know, it's just, I don't know, I wasn't impressed at all by the V8. Also, it doesn't have the locking rear diff, which I'm not looking to buy it. I know you can get one with the V8. I have the long bed. He's got the short bed. We're not exactly lined up. Pretty close. You know, I'm actually further up than him. And if I go to the back of it, you can't even see the truck. So 6.5 foot versus 5.5 foot. I mean, you really want to get down to the pennies. I got my side steps on. He doesn't. You know, but the whole main point of this is I really didn't care for it. The lift, the whole reason I drove the truck is to see how the lift rode. And the ride's okay. It's a little stiff. They didn't get the spring or the shocks up front. They just have the spacer. So that'd be a little bit something different than I did. You can see there's a drop bracket for your sway bar, or your control links. Rough country. So another thing, the fog lights didn't work, but that's just nitpicking stuff. I don't know. Let's put it this way. If I was looking to buy a new truck and I didn't already have this truck, and I hadn't test drove the EcoBoost, and I just drove this one, I'd probably go look somewhere else. You know, I got this truck for 32. Sorry, I got this truck for 32 and change. They want basically 35 for this one. I just did lock it. Let me unlock it right quick. They are both XLT, so both same trim. This does not have the tech package, but it does have the Pro backup assist. Like I said, it doesn't have the rear locking diff. I mean, everything else is the same. You know, same color interior, all that. But with mine, and excuse the fact that's a little dirty. Let me open her up. There you go. So mine, and oh, that's another thing I want to show you too. I got the full radio. I do have the locking rear diff. I do not have the trailer backup assist. One thing to look at too, again, excuse that dirty. See how the park and everything look? I think it said I had 38,000 miles. Come to this one. It should still be unlocked. So this guy has 30,000 miles. But look how the shifter look, or the numbers. I don't know if you can really tell the difference, but they're like faded. You know, it's like it's off center, like there's a plate in the back that is off. And where I'm sitting right here looking at it, it doesn't look bright at all. You can kind of see the way it changed. Oh, well, it's not gonna do it, but yeah, there's just minor differences. But for what, $3,000 more, 8,000 miles less, smaller bed, but a lift kit, I wouldn't have done it. You know, but that, you know, that's just my opinion. Maybe on the flex fuel it might be a little bit better. I'll keep my truck for now. I am going to get a lift. That's one reason I looked at it. I think I've already said that before. But, you know, I hope you enjoyed this little video. Sorry it's a little jumpy and the lighting sucks and all that, but did what I could with my phone. I don't have the GoPro. So, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, oh, another thing, sorry. This truck, you're going to get the lock, or unlock, lock, and the alarm, so. And I'll show you with mine. These are all the keys. So mine, you got the lock, which is the same horn, but you also got the auto start or remote start. So, but these guys were kind enough to just let me come out here and just test drive it for the hell of it. They didn't know I was gonna do a little video, but that doesn't really matter. These guys are awesome, and if I ever go to buy another vehicle, I will buy it from them. Here's a Lift It F250, I think it's Lift It. You know, yeah, it looks real nice. I like the wheels. They are 35 by 12 and a half and 20 wheels. You know, the small cab. Unlocked, but then again, you know, you get the little screen in the dash, the little infotainment center. This one does have a locking rear diff, and it also has the trailer brake control. Yeah, I think it's a little lifted. I don't know, I could be wrong, but either way, it's a good looking truck for 43. Well, they want 50. Has a low jack, has the custom wheels and tires. Oh, leveling kit, okay. What year is this? 2018. So there you go, 2018. I guess it's a STX, which is basically an XL with the appearance package. And some tech. But, alrighty guys, see you next time. Hey, again, I'm doing this with my phone, so I don't know if it's really working or not. Or not working, but when I hit the record button, I don't know if it started or not. Just driving away from the dealership and, you know, getting to thinking a little bit more about the truck and the differences between the 5.0 and the 3.5 EcoBoost. And it's a world of a difference. One thing, like minor, well not minor, but I noticed it right away, is the throttle pedal. There's just a little bit of resistance on mine. On the 5.0, at least that truck, it had a lot of resistance. It was quite hard actually to push on the throttle. They might do that to get you better fuel mileage, you know, thinking that you're pushing harder, okay, don't push so hard, you know, or what have you. If you hear some rattling in the back seat, that's still up. I have a tire iron back there, and it sits there and it rattles. But yeah, just overall, the EcoBoost is a lot better in my opinion. You know, I didn't really look at the rear window on that one. I don't know if it had a sliding rear window or not, but you know, it's power sliding window. It was getting like 16.3 miles a gallon. I was racing over to the dealership because they were just about to close, and actually I'm gonna have to get the service tomorrow on the truck in the early morning because, well, they were closing. But you know, I don't know, maybe I'm biased because this is my truck, but it's a lot better. You know, the throttle input, I would say the brake pedal is a little bit easier on this one. I don't know, because, you know, that might sound a little different to some of you, but the way the brake pedal and all that stuff works is off vacuum. Okay, so your brake booster works off of vacuum from the motor. The motor is basically a huge vacuum, a huge air pump. That's all it does. Pumps air into it and shoves it back out. The fuel helps with that, but it's just a big air pump. So there's vacuum lines, and the stronger the vacuum, the easier it is for your brakes, so on and so forth. You know, it's a little more technical than that, but what have you. Now again, I have 18 by 12.5 33s. That truck had 20 by 12.5 35s. So the rotation resistance is going to be more. So that would play into the acceleration, that would play into the braking, but I am just talking about just purely when you hit the brake. You know, mine's a little softer. You know, it's a little more gradual build up to it. That truck was a little stiffer, just like the throttle pedal was a little stiffer. For the truck to drive like I would drive my truck in normal mode, I would have to have that truck in sport mode all the time. There is no way, because it felt like, come on, come on, come on. You know, it just wasn't going anywhere. You know, you didn't feel like you're in the seat at all. You know, you didn't get the sensation. I mean, you could hear the motor a little bit, but it definitely is toned down. You know, with all the noise cancellation and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, this truck, it's so easy to hit the throttle. I don't know what the difference is. I just bumped it real quick. That's why you're, oh. But yeah, I don't know. I'll have to drive more of them, because it could be just that truck. Every truck's gonna be a little bit different. Hold on. I got bright HIDs on my truck, and whenever a semi comes, I always turn my headlights off and leave my fog lights on, just because I'm a truck driver and I know these lights suck when they're coming at you. I have them angled down pretty far. We're about to hit a couple bumps that are pretty hard, so that's one of them. We got two more here. So yeah, that's what I just did. That's why you saw me pause and reach down and all that stuff. I just turned my headlights off right quick. Go. But yeah, it's just, like I said, I'm gonna have to drive more of the trucks. I'm gonna have to see how they feel, see the differences in them. You know, if you like this kind of style, obviously I'll bring the GoPro next time. I'll do a review on the differences between, you know, the 5.0 and the 3.5, and go kind of more in depth on it. You know, find one that's maybe stock, you know. Like this truck, I really love this. I don't think I'd go without that again. That's one of the reasons I got this truck too. And that's just your passenger airbags are off, because baby doll ain't here. You know, I like everything about this truck. You know, that truck I think had a lot bigger fuel tank too, because he was at a quarter tank and it said like 130 miles to empty. I'm at a half tank and it's 200 miles. So, but you know, all that can play into weight and, you know, how it drives and how it feels and all that. But even the ride quality in this one, that's only leveled, you know, is pretty decent. You know, people are trying to navigate before we stop. But see, that's just, I don't know if you can hear all that, but I'm just pushing with your toes and I'm at 60. You know, that truck I'd probably, I don't know, 35, 40. And I'm in normal. I'm not in sport. I'm not trying to accelerate real fast or anything like that. So it's just, I don't know. To me, it wouldn't be worth, you know, just spend the extra bit of money and get the 3.5. Yeah, it's a V6 and a full-size truck. Yeah, they don't sound the best. You know, you can't beat the V8 sound. But there's a lot more pluses to this. Now, do I get better fuel mileage? Like I was just saying about the other truck, not really. I mean, if you stay off boost, you know, if you can keep out of the boost, you'll get decent fuel mileage. When I had my stock wheels and tires, the original grill on, and the, you know, the tail lights were normal. I'm just eliminating everything I've done to it. From Arizona to Texas, where my father's at, I got 24 miles per gallon on the freeway. With everything I've done, the grill, the wheels, tires, and the tail lights, I got 17 on the way there. So all that stuff really does play a role. What you just heard is the gun in the door. It just slid. But, you know, all that does, it does play a role. You know, your bigger tires and all that stuff, rolling resistance, and, you know, so yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go inside. Hopefully you can still see me. I'm gonna go edit this video. You know, it's a little quick, easy video. You know, it's not gonna be anything special. And again, it's all off my phone, so I apologize if, you know, it's real shaky, or the lighting or the audio just isn't that good. Like I said, I apologize. I didn't have the GoPro. I didn't plan on making a video. It just, I haven't made one in so long that I felt kind of bad, and I figure, you know, this is something different. This is something new. You know, why not make a little video of it? So let me know what you thought. This is the second time I'm saying, you know, have a good night and stuff. But let me know what you thought. Give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of this kind of stuff, you know, I can talk to Jones Ford and see if they'll let me borrow more vehicles or what have you.